Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Yudhi Setiawan. I would like to present my research proposal is the effect of financial ratio and good corporate governance mechanism on financial distress prediction in transportation service sector companies. Before, thank you for lecture advisor, Prof. Miss Dr. Igusti Ketut Agung Ulukwi, SE, MSc AKCA. The second, Miss Eti Gurendrawati, SE, MSc. Table of content. First, 1. Research background. 2. Library review. 3. Result method. Did you know about financial distress? According to Platt and Platt 2002, financial distress is the state of decreasing the financial condition of a company before bankruptcy or liquidation. Financial distress is a condition of the company's financial emergency response. In the journal, Septiani and Dana 2019 present 3 aspects of the cause of financial distress seen from the state of the company financial condition. These 3 aspects are: 1. Risk capital. 2. Over liability expense and interest. 3. Continuous loss. Based on table 1.1, liability level of transportation and logistic company of the year 2017 to 2019. Source of data is annual report 2017 to 2019. The most extreme growth of 412% was PT Maming 69 Mineral in 2017 to 2018 and continued to grow 4% in 2019. Indonesian flag is PT Garuda Indonesia Tbk also experienced a 33 growth in liabilities from 2017 to 2018 and continue to grow 2% in 2019. Based on table 1.2, loss rate of transportation and logistic companies of the year 2017 to 2019. Source data is annual report 2017 to 2019. Companies that are experiencing the large loss growth of 170% is PT Steady Safe Tbk from 2017 to 2018. Then PT Garuda Indonesia Persero Tbk also experienced loss growth of 79% from 2017 to 2018. Financial difficulties warning must be prevented through prediction indicator that reduce the company financial performance. In a journal written by Sari and Putri 2019 state that the company's financial performance can be measured by analysis of financial statement ratio, such as liquidity ratio and leverage ratio. Then In addition to financial distress prediction indicator with measurements of financial statement ratio analysis, an internal control mechanism is needed that drain conflict of interest that occur is good corporate governance. In the journal read by Joshua and Pamungkas 2019 mentioned with the board of director and commissioner. Based on table 1.3 research get research that has been traced, there is a contradiction to the result of previous research. So that there is interest and the opportunity for research development accompanied by the current phenomena. Then the research asks the research question. One, is there an effect liquidity ratio to financial distress prediction? Two, is there an effect on leverage ratio to financial distress prediction? Three, is there an effect on the board of director to financial distress prediction? Or is there an effect on the board of commissioner to financial distress prediction? 2.1 supporting theory. The result would use agency theory. It openly Jensen and making 1979 in the journal Syofian and Herawati 2019 states that agency theory is a theory of inequality of interest between principal and agent. The relationship between principal and agent can lead to asymmetric information. Financial distress. The company must have a profit to able to pay interest on the company's short and long-term debt and survive when financial difficulties in the future. I mean, financial distress use model is ICR or interest coverage ratio. This model has been used by research Agustini and Wirawati 2019 dan Pramudana 2017. 2.2 Framework Theory and Hypothesis Development. 1. In this study, liquidity is projected with a current ratio, which is a ratio that measures a company's debt ability to pay long-term liabilities in short by utilizing its current asset. This indicates that high liquidity will avoid the company from any indication of financial distress. So, the first hypothesis, liquidity ratio affect financial distress. 2. In this study, the leverage ratio is projected with the debt to asset ratio, which measures the ratio between total liabilities and total assets. If the ratio is high, funding with more liabilities will increase the company's burden to be able to pay liabilities due with large amounts that make it difficult for the company to avoid financial distress. So, the second hypothesis, leverage ratio affect financial distress. 3. The board of directors is authorized and fully responsible for the management of the open company for the benefit on the open company in accordance with the purpose and objective. The open company includes, among other, the effectiveness and efficiency of resource, the implementation of internal control, risk management, sustainable management, communication with stakeholders, and the preparation of accountability report. Through the internal control mechanism of the board of directors can create added value for our interested parties. so that there is no conflict between the agent, the principal, or to reduce agency problem that in the long run can give rise to indication of bankruptcy. So, hypothesis board of director affect financial distress. 4. The board of commissioner is the company device in determining the company policy and direction and acting as a supervisor of the board of direction in decision making. An independent commissioner is a commissioner who has no relationship with a company belief to provide good supervision. If the supervision carried out related to decision making is carried out properly, then the possible of agent making the wrong decision is smaller. So the third hypothesis, board of commissioner affect financial distress. 3.1 unit of analysis, population, and sample. The unit of analysis, this research proposal, use transportation and logistics sector service companies as many as 27 companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange. Population and samples using purpose sampling. Data collection technique. In the research proposal, data collection techniques use secondary data source. 5-year from annual report 2014 to 2019. Condition before COVID-19 pandemic. 3.3 variable operationalization. Variable dependent and variable independent. Variable dependent is financial distress use interest coverage ratio model. Reason for calculated the company profit in paying interest on liabilities that are immediately due. Then variable independent is liquidity as current ratio, 2 leverage ratio as debt to asset ratio, 3 board of director as DR, 4 board of commissioner. 3.4 data analysis technique. This research use data analysis technique is descriptive statistic analysis and logistic regression analysis, whose data processing with the help of statistical product and service solution for Windows version 23 and Microsoft Excel 2013. Descriptive statistics are tests that are used to provide an overview or description of a data seen from the mean, value, standard deviation, variance, maximum, minimum, sum, and range. Hypothesis testing is done using logistic regression analysis because to test the influence of reliable variable data that is dummy category, which give a value 1 for financial distress and a value 0 for non-financial distress. To the probability of occurrence of dependent variable can be predicted with independent variable. This is logistic regression analysis model. Then the last testing hypothesis. 1. Testing Hosmer and Lemosev godness of fit. 2. Testing overall model fit. 3. Testing Nagel-Kelke R square. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.